starting each day in daylight, it seems now, as the day just gets longer and longer. And it feels good. And as the day gets longer and longer, so do my work days. I tend to follow the sunshine as there's daylight, as there's work to be done. But soon enough, this blanket of snow will be melting and we will be geared to get back into business. I sure feel lazy this time of year. It's probably because I sit on my ass and feels like I'm not doing anything. But I cut the day a little bit short typically. Enjoy the evening with the family and the fireplace. A little bit of recharge, I guess. YouTube's been punishing me for not putting as many videos up as they'd like me to put up, but the hell with YouTube. I demand my own day. And that's all there is to it. I field a lot of questions from beekeepers, and I enjoy fielding the questions. Sometimes I feel a little bit awkward just because I don't think I'm providing the answers that these beekeepers are actually looking for. They're looking for the answer to the question. And all these questions I can't provide answer for because a lot of these questions are determined by their own physical and able ability to be able to fulfill what they're asking, right? And one of those is growth and development of the business itself. I got a lot of heat earlier on as I was making these videos that the commercial beekeepers were emailing me, you are giving away all the secrets. You got to stop it. This is our competition. And my answer back to those guys was, no, it's not. Like the basics of beekeeping. This is beekeeping 101, how to split a hive, how to manage a hive, some of these logistics around operations and stuff. That's all commonplace. The real secret is the business itself and how you take that box of bees and how you can develop a business around that. And that's all different from beekeeper to beekeeper. And that so-called secret is that personal ability to be able to transform that box of bees into a business. How they're able to use the facility they have, how they're able to manage the money that they have, how are they able to plan ahead, make decisions, and react to all sorts of situations, and then reinvest, and then, just the management of that business itself is the secret to a successful beekeeping operation. That's something that you can't give away. So when I get beekeepers asking me about a certain question in regards to growth and development of their business, and how do you do it, and how do you stage it, and how do you transition from the day job to a full-time beekeeping career, and those are questions I can't answer, so I reflect it straight back onto them and just ask them, what are their plans? What are your plans? How do you expect to achieve those plans? Have you mapped it out? Have you crunched the numbers? Have you considered the time drain? Have you talked to your wife? All these things about transitioning that lifestyle of, you have a job and you have a paycheck to an entrepreneur where you're looking after all those dynamics of maintaining that lifestyle. And it's that transition, that shift, right? That people need to ask themselves, are you ready to be able to take a hit and not make any money in a year? There's lots of years our family kind of jokes, it's like, okay, this is going to be the get to the next type of year. And when you run into those types of years, you gotta, tighten your belt a little bit. You have to pull from reserves. You have to plan the growth and the development of your business with safety nets and such, right? So that you seriously have to look into these types of insurance programs to backstop you. You have to look into the services that are provided within your industry so then you can outsource when you need to. all these dynamics come together. But sitting down and sorting through all these numbers and just sitting for 2 hours looking at documents of performance to help make some decisions moving forward, that's probably one of the most important things there is to do with business. Just the management of the money, the management of the wealth, the management of the beekeeping operation.